In this episode, I'm going to look at a Sony video Walkman. Now, I'm using a GV HD700 in this example. This applies to all the other ones that they made. All the video Walkmans, all the mini portable players, and a bunch of other things, including camcorders that have an intermittent power issue where they'll be on and they'll shut off and then come back on. It's quite a common problem. It's happened on other machines before. This one's happened a few years ago. It's doing it again. Let's see if we can get it going. This is a Sony GV HD700. A video Walkman that will play mini DV and HDV tapes at 1080i. This is for my tape-based camera. I also use this as the digitizer for digitizing videotapes to put onto digital, because the digitizer in this thing is very, very good quality. And what's happened with this unit, which has happened before, is that the power switches go bad. The contacts inside here break down, and then the thing will start just cycling off and on. You'll be using it and it'll go off and come back on. Well, that kind of screws you up when you're using this as a digitizer. See, it's got the analog inputs, S-video, and the composite and audio, and then you've got your FireWire output. And that's what I use it for when I'm not using it to play mini DV tapes. I use it to digitize VHS and beta tapes and stuff, or whatever I've got on S-video, because the quality of this thing is very good. This thing here is acting up again. We're going to take this apart and we're going to use some deoxit on it this time, because the last time I did it with Neutral, that was a few years ago, and it needs to get done again. So hopefully this time I'm going to use some deoxit, and hopefully this time it's going to last a little bit longer than the prior time. This was quite an expensive unit when I bought it. I've had this thing I guess I've had this unit about 12 years now. I think I bought it in, no, more than that. I think I bought it in 2006. I'm going to say 2006 I bought this when I was using HDV as a production format. And I used to use it quite a bit because I had two HDV cameras when I was shooting. Actually, it might have been before that. It might have been 2005. What year was this thing made? I don't know if it says what year this one was made, but anyway, it was when this was a current model. And I paid a fair bit of money for it. It was, I probably paid $1,200 for this thing. But to say, it doesn't get a lot of use. It sits on my desk for the most part, and gets used only when I really when I have tapes to transfer over. It gets used. But there's the inner working. It's got a little battery in it as well to back up the clock. Here's the DV transport. And what I'm looking for is the switch, and the switch is located right way over here. Should be a little switch right down here so they can get at it. As you can see, this unit can also be powered by a battery, and it'll take a bunch of different batteries, like the Lithium I series batteries, but it'll take multiple different batteries. It made it quite popular as a production player for checking quality of tapes out in the field. A lot of these were carried around by reporters and stuff when they were shooting on HDV, so they could play back tapes in the field and check things out. Takes the power block out. Now, can I see the switch back here? Yeah, where the hell is that switch? It's buried down in here. Where is it? I want to take apart as little of this as possible. I just want to get to that silly switch. Okay, the switch is right there. Okay, there's the switch. I can see it. Okay, I can see the switch. The switch is right down in here. You can see it move. See the switch right down there? You can right down in here. When I switch it, you can see it's green, and you can see it moving back and forth. That's the switch I need to get into with the cleaner, and I'm just going to get in there with a shot of deoxit, just the one shot aerosol type one. I'm going to get it in there into that switch and give it a good shot, and see if I can get that thing clean without having to disassemble this thing anymore, because I don't want to have to disturb any connectors if I don't have to. You can probably see it a bit better now when I flip the switch back and forth. You see the little switch there? Okay, I think I got some cleaner into the switch. We'll just switch this back and forth. Okay, I think I got some cleaner into the switch. We'll just switch this back and forth. Okay, we'll put the unit back together, and I will take it in and test it. You can tell this is a power connector because look at how good, big chunky, the big chunky connectors are. All I can say is I'm sure glad I didn't have to work on too many mini DV cameras. These things are just so bloody small. 8mm cameras were bad enough, and I didn't really enjoy working on them. But they were bad enough. But the mini DV and portable DAT machines, ugh, horrible, so small. Okay, this is all done. I'm going to take this into the shop, or into the studio, and if you don't see any more on this, if this is the end of the video, then this is fixed. If it's not, well, the video continues. So, thanks for watching.